Hi guys, James here from Hedge Machinery, and today I'm going to show you the new pole pruning range from Ego Power Plus. As you probably already know from our website and other product videos that we've done, we do a lot of Ego equipment. We've got the mowers, chainsaws, blowers, hedge trimmers, a massive range of battery equipment where all the same batteries fit all of the same products, and they're a market leader worldwide. And today I'm going to talk you through the new pole range, which is the PPCX 1000 range, which can either come as a pole unit on its own, and then you've got the two different attachments, which is the chainsaw and the hedge trimming attachment. They can be bought individually or as a complete kit on our website, so please check that out. It's hazemachinery.co.uk. First of all, I'll show you through the power head unit. This is what houses the telescopic part of the machine. So with this one, you have an extra piece here where you undo that one there, and you can then slide out the telescopic part, which is all sprung loaded, so it makes it easier for pulling out and for putting it back in again. And that one then goes back in there, and you can lock it at the preferred height that you want to be doing, which we'll show you in a little while when we have a go with it. And the massive thing I do like about this one, it's got a soft grip handle from the tip down here by the trigger right up through to where you do, so you can put your hand wherever you want. You'll find on some other trimmers on the market that they've only got small grip handles in the middle, so you're very limited to where you can hold it, or you're holding it on bare metal. So it's quite a nice feature, that is. The center handle here, which houses the triggers, you've actually got two triggers depending on where you want to hold the machine. So if you're out like this doing more of a horizontal cut, you've got the trigger there, which you can then pull in like so. Or if you're doing a vertical cut like that, you've got the trigger on the front there, so you've got full support. Because if you're back there with the trigger on vertical support, it'd be quite a bit awkward. So it's a really nice feature they've got on that there. And then you've got the extra back handle. So the back handle's back behind the battery, so able to gain a little bit more balance and weight control depending on how you're using the tool. You've got that there to be able to hold the tool a lot more comfortable and to be able to reach up even higher, rather than having to have that one in your backhand, and like that, you're gaining nearly another 50 centimeters by having that back handle. So a really nice feature on that one there. And right, let's move on to the next bit. So here we have the pole pruner attachment, which goes onto the power unit. The way it clips onto these is that it's got like a power socket plug on the end rather than a shaft going up through the middle of the machine. So unlike the multi-tool, the motor on the multi-tool is in the power head, whereas on this one the motor is then actually the head of the unit of the tool. So the motor's up there and there's just literally cables going up through the shaft, which makes it really, really light to use. We've also got the oil reservoir and a 10-inch by 1.1 millimeter chain, which runs at 22 meters per second, which is now Ego's fastest running chainsaw in their range, which is perfect for doing all your general pruning jobs. You'll find that most pruners on the market are running a 10-inch chain, and this is no different for the Ego. So in a minute, we'll plug this one in and see how we get on. Let's move on to the hedge trimmer. Here we have the hedge trimmer attachment, which clips into the power head unit exactly the same as the pole pruner on this little socket feature. You'll see it's a slightly shorter pole on this one because with the hedge trimmer head, as with all others, it's a little bit heavier than the pole pruner, so to gain the balance and the weight distribution across the whole machine, this is a slightly shorter pole. It's got some really nice features on this, which you wouldn't have probably seen on other pole pruners. I'll show you the obvious ones first, and then we'll move on to the other. The motor in this one is in the head of the unit, as it is with the pole pruner, and the wires just come up through the center of the pole and power that there. You've got a 55 centimeter blade to cut with, which is double reciprocating, so you've got blades on both sides of the machine. You've got a nice little green pulley here, so you can pull that one down, and then you can rotate the head right down around for storage, or up to 90 degrees there, or all the way back round to there. So you've got a nice range, and I believe there's 7 different clicks all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So we've got 7 positions all the way around on the hedge trimmer there to be able to get the right angle for what you need for your hedge. But the extra little special bit on this one, and it'll be more obvious when we clip it into the unit in a second, but when your hedge trimmer is up like so, you can pull this one down here, and then you can swivel your head. So that one there will swivel all the way around. You've got 180 degrees. So 90 in the middle, which where most of the hedge trimming will take place. But if you've got an awkward area, an awkward hedge that you need to get to, or you want to be able to get to that last little bit that isn't available, you can swing that around like so, and be able to tip that back over that way. So if I'll pop that there to show you a little bit more. So I'll pop it in that position. So you pull that one down there, and then the hedge trimmer end will swivel all the way around. If I hold it that way, you can swing it around that way and click it in. Swing it all the way around that way and click it in. So extra little feature there. Ego, being very innovative, have brought that out. I think it's the first one on the market anywhere in the world. Right, so let's get it put together and go and have a play. Right, so first of all, we're going to go for the hedge trimmer unit and give that a go. So they're very, very easy to clip in. You've got the little wing nut here, which you've got to undo. And that unit then just literally clips in like so, and you do it up. And it's now joined together. Let's find out how long it is. So if we undo that on there, and then we can then extend this one right out until it says max. There we are. And you can then do that one up nice and tight. And there we are. I'll grab my tape measure now, so see how long it is from top to bottom. Because some manufacturers will measure it from the end of the hedge trimmer to the handle, and then others will measure the full length. Some will measure it from the bottom of the hedge trimmer to the handle. So it's never really a generic sizing on these machines. So we'll now do it on camera and see how long it is. Let's get that on tape measure. Let's see how long it is from the top to the bottom. So we've exactly 12 feet, which, well, that's 3.6, that's 3,660 millimeters, or 366 centimeters, or 12 feet, whichever way you want to look at it. But yeah, that's a fairly sizable item. There we are. Right, let's put her in the air and see what it cuts. And if you want to make it shorter, undo the green one, pull it down a bit, do it back up again, and there you are. There we have, that's pretty cool. Be able to cut an extra 12 feet in the air. I'm 6'2", so that's another probably 5 foot from where I'm holding it on top of that. It's a fairly high bit of conifer we've got here, but yeah, managed to cut it nicely. Right, so let's get this pole pruner joined together and give it a go on these Leylandis here. They're quite high, they're about 5 meters high altogether. So see what we can cut off. Let's give that a go. So again, same as the hedge trimmer. These just literally clip in like so and do that one up. We'll better do a length test as well, won't we? So again, undo that one there, pull that one out to as far as it will go. So it says max, and screw it the right way, and there we go. Right, so with this one, we've got a total of, the very end, we've got 13 feet. So this one's an extra 12 inches. So that's a total of, well, nearly 4 meters. It's what, 2.5 centimeters off 4 meters. It's 3,974 millimeters, or 397.5 centimeters. There we go, but 13 feet in English. There we go. Let's give it a go. So we're just going to do a quick comparison between the new pole pruner and the Ego multi-tool pole pruner and show you what the differences are. So if you put them together, you've got about an extra 90 centimeters here on the end, 3 feet, so you're able to reach a lot higher than you were before. It's obviously telescopic, so you can use it in different heights. The multi-tool here, I've got it with the pole pruning end in, but it's also got the extension shaft in as well. You can use that one either at 2 different stages, so you can use the multi-tool without the extension shaft or within, whereas the advantage with the pole pruner, you can use it telescopically, so you can use it at whatever height you want it to, wherever's comfortable. So the main differences are the handles. So you've got the handle at the back of this one, whereas on the normal multi-tool you haven't, and you're holding it here all the time. And again, you've only got a small amount of grip on the further shaft to be able to grip onto, whereas this one you've got the full handle grip all the way up through. And then obviously the triggers, so you can choose where you want to put your hand, whether it's on the front trigger or the rear trigger, whereas on the normal multi-tool you can only have your hand in one place. And then with the hedge trimmers as well, Again, you've got the advantage of obviously it being telescopic compared to the normal multi-tool where you can only use it in 2 different lengths. Or with a multi-tool you can buy the shorter reach hedge trimmer which has the shorter pole on it. All of those are available on our website to purchase at hayesmachinery.co.uk. So there we are guys, well, that's the PPCX 1000 kit from Ego Power Plus, the new pole pruning range that they have brought out new for 2021. You can purchase all of this equipment on our website, hayesmachinery.co.uk. See, there's obviously massive other benefits here with battery powered equipment with regards to emissions, so you're not having to buy petrol and fuel, and obviously it's much quieter than it is with petrol powered equipment. But if you've got any questions or queries, please do not hesitate to give us a call or visit our website where you can find out a lot more information about these tools. Thanks for watching.